This is something different we're going to do tonight. It's a Warhammer fantasy game, and we're doing a campaign that a friend of ours has set up for us. It's called the Bones. What is it? Bones and Blood? No, Bones and Blood campaign. It's going to be with my Empire and John's Tomb Kings. This is my Empire army. Where we have requirements that we had to keep to, so I could only use core troops, and I could only use either great swords or flagellants. Considering I hate flagellants, I decided to take them. Then I've got a big block unit of 30 spearmen with my captain in, with a detachment of 10 archers and 15 halberdiers. I've got 10 handgunners and then another 10 handgunners, and my awesome flagellants. It's the Sisters of Sigmar models. Thought I'd try something different and keep them, they never get used. And another 20-man spearman unit with a warrior priest. We're doing a special scenario. I'll do John's army, or John will do his army in a minute. These bases down there are special crates that I have to smash through. I'm landing at a dock over here, and I'm entering in the Kemrian desert, looking for the staff of Ramadama Ding Dong, apparently. And the Guardians have awoken and are prepared to beat me off. Not literally.
What a slip. You'll have to edit that bit out.
I think the crates are toughness 4 with 1 wound, so I have to just run into them and smash them open and see if I can find it. And I think John will do his army next.
So here we go. This is the Khemri army that will be defending their homeland against the I'm going to call them evil Empire army at the moment. They are led by Prince Rolak Tab. He's a fantastic fella. Nothing special about him. Just a hand weapon and shield. I believe I gave him a ward save of sorts. He's accompanied by Lich Priest Usab, who will hopefully be able to keep the army together whilst they're roaming around.
Just so I note, I like these models that John's using. There's Crocodile Games, Prince, and Confrontation. What were they called? Ghouls.
Just a ghoul. I've given him a head swap. It's got one of the Tomb Guard heads. Not that you can't really see it, unfortunately. You just have to trust me. So Rolak Tab, he's a prince, so he's not got anything special underneath him. He's got a unit of 16 of the famously heavy Khemri horsemen, which are going to steamroll everything. Well, sand at least. Nothing special about that. They have a champion and a standard bearer. The core of the army is 30 warriors. They've forgotten their armour, so they're just rocking around with a hand weapon and shield. I didn't want to really spend the points, I don't know why. I'll most of you regret that later. They're accompanied by 2 Fatnacker units of 20 skeleton archers. They hopefully lay down some fire, but with my dice rolling, at least one will hit. That's all I need to worry about. And another 30 warriors with a hand, weapons and shield combination. That's all I've got. Both of them have command squads. Command squads. Still in 40k land. Just a note, these barrels, which look very barrel-like, as Jason stated in a previous video, have a toughness of 4 and 1 wound. When he does find the staff of Ramadama Ding Dong, he's going to have to keep hold of it until the end of the game. If the unit flees, they drop it. Obviously, if I steamroll them, they drop it. And if he's not in possession of it at the end of the game, I win. And will likely have the staff of Ramadama Ding Dong in the next game of Bones and Blood. Thank you. And now I need to stop it.
Okay, this is after deployment, and John's won the roll for first turn. He's vanguarded up his heavy, I can't even say it, heavy horse up to here. He's got a unit of 20 skellies just guarding their barrel over there, and another unit of 20 bowman skellies guarding the barrel over there, and then that little blockade over there with his block units and characters guarding those 2 barrels. I'm not really sure how I'm going to get those, but let's have a look. Over here,
Don't shout at him.
I've got my flagellants, and then the handgunners, the bowmen, spearmen, and the halberdiers. Behind this rock over here,
Dummy.
I've got the spearmen and handgunners. Let's just have a quick broad look over the table. Okay, let's go with the first turn. So, first turn has ended. John's moved forward a little bit. Archer's moved forward to get into range. Those guys obviously vanguarded up. His magic phase was not that great. He cast the, what was this spell called?
They cast the incantation of Righteous Smiting,
which meant everything. He did the big one, so that all the archer units could double fire. Miscast, and he got set. I rolled 7 dice and rolled 5 ones, so I only killed 2 archers, 2 skeletons with that miscast, and the wizard had a ward save, so he saved that. And he shot 6 spearmen dead over here with 2 rounds of shooting with the archers, and 2 halberdiers with 40 shots from those archers. So I think I came away quite luckily there. And my return fire, I killed 2 horsemen over there, and I killed 2 archers over there. And I too rolled a double 6 for my warrior priest spell, but because it's a bounce spell, nothing happens. So that's our inept first turn. Let's go to turn 2.
So here we go. Turn 2 has been quite interesting. It was Kemry's turn first. I've repositioned my main core units on the right flank there. The archers moved back to their original position as there's some Empire walking towards them. It's quite interesting. The horsemen did charge. The horsemen that were here, nice big unit, attempted to charge at some handgunners, who of course duly fled the, well, not the board, but they fled away from them. And that was that. My magic phase was cool. I cast the incantation of Righteous Smiting again, healing a few wounds that were given to me in the previous turn, but my Lich Priest detonated again, and this time his ward save did not save him. Shots.
That was in the second spell though.
That was the second spell, was it? Yeah. That was because of I hexed this unit here.
Made them toughness 2.
No.
Toughness 2 humans. That's what you get.
And that's what they look like after 80 shots.
Yes. Both archer units fired directly into the core unit of the spearman there. Did about 14 wounds, was it?
Something like that, yeah.
14 deaths, rather. Quite a handful of wounds. What else happened? The retaliation from the Empire was quite interesting. The handgunners reformed. They did their job. The spearman unit that was beside charged the failed charging horsemen and pretty much ripped him a new one. That's about it. Some handgunner shots come off over there, but caused no wounds. The archers have marched
and the flagellants failed
to support, and yes, the flagellants were going to charge my main unit, but failed the charge and sort of stumbled 4 inches forward. So that's the end of turn 2. We'll see how turn 3 goes.
Right, this is turn 3 at my last turn. This is the flagellant combat. John charged in. And the first round, I lost combat by 1 or 2, I think. And then the second round, I lost combat by 1 or 2 again. So the flagellants are hanging in there, but they're getting beat up by skeletons. Those guys over there failed the charge on my spearmen that were over there. John needed a 10 and he rolled a 9, so it was really unlucky.
Got him.
My spearmen charged the barrel over there, smashed it up, and all they found was some old smelly socks. Halberdiers have moved up, spearmen have moved up. John's moved back obviously and whittled down that spearman unit some more. My archers and handgunners had some shots at those guys over there. Didn't really do much there. And these guys have all moved up. And there's 3 barrels left. 1 over there and 2 behind there. I'm hoping that the staff of Ramadan or whatever is in there, because I can't see how I'm going to get behind those in there. Might have to try and sneak the archers through there. Alright, let's see how it goes.
Okay, so here we go. This is the end of turn 4. 2 turns remaining and blood on the sand, or whatever it's called, blood and bones. Kemry turn was quite eventful. I took a gamble. There was 3 barrels left. 1 being over here, lightly guarded. 2 remaining over here. I took a gamble, so I moved the unit back in a defensive position. I managed to cast the incantation of Righteous Smiting again, which gave me a whole stack of shots from this first unit into the remaining of the spearman unit, killing the remainder of the front rank except the captain, which unfortunately in the retaliations charged my archers, failing to do anything, I might add. Both counts. Second archer unit shot into the halberdier unit. It was 15 strong or 14 strong. I did a lot of damage and the rest are running away. They failed to rally in the Empire turn. Handgunners have moved up for the Empire, as have the second unit of spearmen with the warrior priest. The archers cantered back and did a amazing marksman shot. There we got curious and shot the barrel that was over here, well over 50% hit, and destroyed the barrel, revealing yet more sweaty Khemri socks. The combat was resolved here with the flagellants. One of them martyred themselves, leaving one remaining, who fluffed her attacks and was taken down by the skeletal hands. So here we go. This is going to be turn 5. See how this one goes.
Alright, this is the end of turn 5, and it's looking increasingly hard for me to try and get anywhere. That unit there has been peppered, after bashing up the flagellants, it's been peppered by my archers, those handgunners over there, and those handgunners over there. I think they took about 7 casualties this turn, so I'm trying to whittle them down to maybe sneak past them or something. My captain, Dunce, managed to miss 8 attacks in the first 2 combat rounds, but in the third round he managed to kill 4, and they lost by combat, so they lost another 3 to crumbling. That archer unit fired on them in the previous turn, made them panic and run off, but they've rallied. My halberdiers are still running for the heels, but extremely slowly. I'm rolling really high for their leadership test and really low for their fleet test. Other than that, the 2 barrels still remain, and we're going down into John's turn 6 now, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to reach those barrels in turn. So the Khemri might still hold on to the staff of Ramatut something.
Hopefully so. We'll see how this one goes. I mean, there's not a lot I can do, so
just have to hold on to those barrels.
Shoot you a little bit, and that's it.
Okay, let's see what happens.
The end is nigh. Turn 6. The Khemri stand ready to charge. The remnants of the Empire army, scattered, shattered, broken almost. The Empire will prevail. That's the Khemrian Empire. But there's a chest and an overzealot warrior priest. It's one of 2, 50-50. Could be this one, could be this one. He made the charge, and with his hammer he smashed my models. With his hammer smashing open the chest to reveal inside on the very, very last turn, as in I haven't got a chance to stop. I haven't got a chance to stop it if it's a staff-like looking object, which may or may not have been placed in this chest, because we already know the outcome. Let's have a look. No! It's a staff! It's Ramadama Ding Dong staff.
Victory for the Empire!
Horrific. There it is. Ooh. There it is. It's a hand. Oh, and look what it's doing. It's mugging me off. So, after obliterating an Empire army, one of the best fantasy games I have ever played as a warlord, as a Khemrian player, I did pretty well. He's still alive, which grieves me, and he took out pretty much all of that unit, even though he did nothing for 2 turns. I get a slap in the face by Sigmar's right hand, who, you know, I mean, that's just not fair.
I needed an 8 to charge that barrel.
8 to charge, he rolled an 8 on the dot, smashed it up with a pair of hammers, and I think it's a fix, if I'm honest. I would like to see the paperwork.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't know which barrel it was in.
Yeah, we didn't know which
Dave,
barrel it was in.
The organisers knows which one it was in.
So, the chances of that's the end of the game, end of turn 6.
Unbelievable. I was getting my ass handed to me all game.
There's really not a lot left.
The halberdiers rallied, unbelievably.
There's just little 10-man, if you're lucky, detachments of Empire scattered around. They did kick the hell out of this with the archers and the handgunners. But I've still got a massive unit with my Prince and Lich Priest in it. And a full unit of 20 archers.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say if that was a normal game of Warhammer, you would have absolutely pwned me.
But it wasn't, was it?
The scenario, I had to go for a last-ditch charge on that barrel. I got it, smashed open the barrel, and look, there's a giant skeleton hand.
I just can't believe it. I've played this man a few times, And on occasion, when he only has 3 models left on the board, he still manages to win. It just takes the piss. That's all I can say about this.
So we don't know what's going to happen, but in the next scenario, they will be giving us new objectives and new restrictions.
Yes, and hopefully I'll win that one. See how that one goes. I keep saying that at the end of every clip, so let's see how that one goes.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, see you guys.
Cheers.